So in today's video, I'm going to share with you a method to control bugs in your yard, probably in a way that you've never seen before. When I moved in my property, and you can see the woods that I'm in right now, I was given a quote of almost $1,000 a year to treat my yard for mosquitoes and ticks. Now right now, it's mid-October here in Massachusetts, and you wouldn't think that bugs are really that much of a problem. And with mosquitoes, you'd be right. For the most part, mosquitoes are gone for the season, but what's not gone is ticks. So ticks continue to live throughout the entire winter months and still have ticks under leaf litter. They stay warm enough. They slow down, but they're not dead. So the biggest problem is kids will go out in the snow. They won't even realize that you can still get a tick bite, and that goes for your pets as well. So it's really important, even in this month, to spray one last time and treat your yard. But you may know nothing about spraying or how to treat your yard. So the point of the video today is to share with you what I've learned after 3 years of doing this myself very successfully, where I've seen major reductions in these bug populations. Spraying and treating my yard has made such a difference with me being able to go outside and not have to wear bug spray even in late hours of the day. It's so worth it, and this is totally a job you can do yourself. The number one decision you have to make when you're going to treat your yard for mosquitoes and ticks is what product to use. There's lots of products out there that can do the job. I have found that this product by Syngenta called Demand CS is readily available. It works amazingly well. It is considered by many to be one of the safer products on the market, and it has a great track record because it's been out there for over 20 years. So for me, this was an easy choice. This is the number one product, and in one product, you can kill mosquitoes, ticks, and actually a whole slew of other insects, but those two are on the top of the list. Now the good news is you do only need one tool for the job, and you're looking at it right here. This is made by Stihl, and this is a backpack misting blower. So it looks a lot like a leaf blower, but unfortunately they're not the same, and you can't adapt an existing leaf blower to be an insect blower. You just can't do it in a way that's going to be safe. So this one I bought on Craigslist used. It's in great shape, but you can buy a new one, and there's many models, and they range in price. But don't panic yet, because you'll be shocked at what a pro will charge you to spray your yard. You can easily buy this in your first year. Now the big difference is right here. You'll see this hose, and this connects to the tank on top of the blower. And what this does is it can allow you to accurately spray a chemical onto an area that you need. So it works very well. You just walk around the yard and essentially you'll spray, and it'll work perfectly. And you'll see in this video how easy it is, and it's very quick. The safety equipment you'll need for this job is eye protection, rubber gloves, you'll need ear protection, and lastly you'll need a respirator. This is just one that I got at Home Depot, but it's rated for things like aerosols, pesticides, and fumes, so it should work perfectly. Now a lot of people will wear a lot less than this. I tend to err on the side of caution. So let's get started. All we need to do is clear a little workspace, and I like to use the back of my pickup truck. If you don't have a truck, it's fine. The reason I do this is because once this is filled with chemical, it can be pretty heavy. So I like to put it up on the back of my truck, fill it up here, and this way it's very easy for me to just slip on my back and I can start to use it. So let's get started on mixing this up. It's very easy, and Syngenta does a great job because on this bottle, it has a built-in measurer, and I really like this because that means I don't need any cups, bottles, anything extra, and nothing else to clean or throw away. So my formula for this is I like to use 11 milliliters of product, and it's easy to measure it out because that's the top of this little measuring cup, and I use 11 milliliters per gallon of water. So I'll do this multiple times because this particular Stihl has almost a 4-gallon tank, and this amount has worked out extremely well for me. This is the dosage I use to treat mosquitoes and ticks, and the results have been incredible. Now you can vary it, and this comes with full directions, but I wanted to share this because of the good luck I've had with it. And just a reminder, anytime you have pesticides, chemicals, anything, I like to wear my safety glasses, especially when I'm filling it with water like I am here, to protect from splashing for your eyes. And now that I've topped up the tank, I've put the cap on, I'm just going to give it a good shake to mix it up. So now we have everything ready to go. The last thing I need to share with you is how often do I spray? Now I spray between every 4 and 6 weeks. Now that's come from experience, and that's also by the manufacturer's directions in terms of outdoor control. And all that means, if I spray every month to every 6 weeks, I have essentially no mosquitoes and no noticeable population of ticks. In my experience, that timing has worked very, very well. And at less than an hour of my time, it's so worth it to be out in my yard without those worries. So let's get started now. Now the reason I like to do this on the back of my truck is because this thing is heavy. This is a large tank, and altogether it weighs about 70 pounds. So by starting it on the tailgate of my truck, you can see here that I'm able to just slip it on my back, and I only have to stand up just a few inches. Makes the job a lot easier. So now I'm going to shake it up just a little more while it's on my back, and now we're ready to spray. So what I do in my yard is I start on one edge of the yard and I begin to work my way around. And what I do as I go, I rotate the wand up and down like this so that I make sure I can cover an even band across the yard. Now here's something I like to share. I don't spray my grass or my turf at all. The only part of my yard that I spray, and you can see it here, is that I'm going to spray the perimeter. Now I do that because I have kids and pets, and I do like to reduce how many chemicals I'm using, and if you can do it, I would encourage you to do the same. And this has worked well for me, so I haven't had any reason to change this. So again, I just do my perimeter and I work from one end of the yard to the other, and you can see it here. So for me, I really find that the up and down motion is really the most important, because as you walk around the yard, you want to make as tall a band as possible, because you need to remember that mosquitoes and ticks live on the underside of leaves, ticks obviously on the bottom more, but mosquitoes can live underneath. So you really want to get a thorough coating from bottom to top. And that's okay to take a little bit of time on each section. You don't want to hang out in a section too long, and you don't want to run with this either. So if you kind of follow my technique here, I think you'll get very good results. Remember, the goal is to get a thin coating on as much area as possible. So now that we've finished spraying the yard, I just like to clean the tank out. Now you can follow your manufacturer's directions, but it's important to rinse it out, make sure everything's out of there. Most sprayers have a clean out mode of sorts so that you can get the tank clean in less than a minute. Now I'm taking you back out of the woods here because we started in the woods, and the reason I wanted to show you this is because where I have a heavily wooded area, I also like to spray back here as well. I spray for about 30 to 45 minutes, and that's only about every month to month and a half, and it is well worth it for the results, because during those times I'm able to enjoy my yard the entire time. So I hope you enjoyed this video and maybe you learned something new. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel if you're not already, for more videos coming up soon.